Angelo Christian. How's everyone doing? Doing good? All right. I think kind of zooming in, getting ready for tonight. How's everyone doing out there? Everyone doing good? We should have some interesting things going on in the market today. So anyway, guys, it's Angelo Christian. I'm doing a live show tonight. Every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, Talk with Angelo Live. We do our show and talk about different things that are going on in the market and real estate and everything. Thank you, Kenneth. What's up, buddy? How are you? Good to see you, man. Hope you guys are doing good. So appreciate everyone joining in tonight, and we're gonna have a good show. A lot of great content, stuff that we talk about, real estate, financing, and the markets and everything. So I really appreciate you guys reaching out and watching our YouTube live channel every Thursday night. We do a Talk with Angelo live where you can ask me any questions about real estate, finance. Hey Phyllis, how you doing, honey? Good to see you. Thank you so much for checking in tonight. And so, I've been actively lending in America for going on 20 years, and we've helped. I'm trying to zoom in to see I don't know how much you guys want to see me, but anyway, I appreciate all you guys watching us on the channel and everything like that. So, every Thursday we do a Talk with Angelo where you can ask me questions. You can ask me any questions that you want in regards to finance, real estate, investing, mortgage. We do all different types of loans. Like I said, I've been actively lending in America for over 20 years. There's some new exciting events coming out right now. The vaccine is rolling out, and a lot of people have gotten vaccinated. I just recently got vaccinated myself with a Pfizer vaccination, and I didn't have any side effects. So it was actually interesting. I got my first round last week. I know a lot of people have had side effects with the vaccination. I was fine. My arm was a little bit sore, my shoulder a little bit, but other than that, I was okay. So. But yeah, definitely, I think, things America's wanting to pick back up, guys. America wants to be strong. Hey, good evening. How are you? Good to see you. Greetings. Good evening. How are you? Thank you so much. So, you guys, if you can give me thumbs up during the show, you can ask me questions. You can ask me questions about whatever, finance, loan programs, how much do loan officers make? What's the loan officer schedule? What is it like running a mortgage company? What's the process? What does it look like? How many hours? Hey, Tiffany, how are you? Can an 18-year-old with a job? Yes, you can be, Tiffany, an 18-year-old with a job can have a cosigner. That's a great question. And they have a 700 credit score? Absolutely. Hey, Mid, and we'll pick back up. Yes, I do believe in America. I do believe that America will pick back up and get stronger. And you guys can add any messages. This is uncensored. You can feel free to talk. And remember, every Talk with Angelo, we give away a free $100 gift card. So somebody will win. Someone will be a lucky winner tonight and get an Amazon gift card. I'm going to ask a test question based on something I'm going to talk about on the show tonight. And you have to remember what that question is. So if you're smart and you pay attention, you're a good listener. I'm going to reveal something during the show, and at the end, I'm going to ask a question. Whoever answers that question first will win the $100 gift card, and it's an Amazon gift card. We email it to you. You'll get it tomorrow. So far, hey, Slash, what's up? Second dose of vaccine. Yes, I am taking the second dose of the vaccine. I'll be doing that. So I'm in Houston, Slash. What's the process like when using pay stubs to fund an investment property? Good question. So Slash, yeah, I'm in Houston. We have Methodist Hospital here. It's one of the biggest hospitals, and at the end of the month, I'm taking the vaccine. On an investment property, you actually don't need any income verification. So investment properties, you don't need any pay stubs. You can use them, but they're not needed. Investment properties, they underwrite the property on the asset. It's not income-based. So it's an asset-based loan. The credit does matter, but you actually don't need pay stubs in order to fund that type of a property. Now, if you're doing a primary residence, then you would need to verify income in order to qualify for that loan. Tiffany, what's up? Hey, as a cosigner and a co-borrower, the same thing? No. A cosigner and a co-borrower are not the same thing. That's a great question, Tiffany. So a co-signer is somebody that's usually not going to occupy the property. Let's say that you buy a home, Tiffany, and then maybe you want to have your grandpa co-sign or your mom, and she lives in another home, and then she'd be considered a co-signer. But let's say that you have a spouse, Tiffany. I don't know anything about you. I'm just giving you examples. So it's not to you directly. I'm just giving you examples. Let's say you had a spouse. That spouse would be a co-borrower with you on the loan. That's called a co-borrower. So that's a co-borrower, and then the co-signer is usually someone that they're using for income that's generally not going to occupy the property. You're trying to use their income or their credit to help you to qualify for the loan. So that's the difference between a co-sign. That's a good question, though. Great question. So there is a big, huge update right now that just happened this week. Very big update that FHA, we now go down to a 620 credit score. So this is awesome news for the mortgage world. We actually go down to a 620 credit score now for all government loans, whether it's FHA, VA, USDA. You get down to a 620. I have an investment property that needs repair. Yes, we can definitely help you. For an investment property, we can give you a rehab loan, and you can take cash out to fix up that property. We do those all day long. Call or text my office at 832-431-6331. You can call or text me. We're open 7 days a week for you. We have rehab investor loans. You can get cash out and fix up your investment property. Also, guys, please don't forget to give us a big thumbs up on the YouTube. We need your support, and I really appreciate everyone being on the show. One of the things that we really try really hard to educate and empower people with finance and teach people about loans and credit. We try to offer all different type of loan programs. Investor loans, FHA, VA, USDA, conventional. You're welcome. Thank you for asking the question. Jumbo loans, HELOC loans, lines of credit, no-doc loans, commercial loans, hard money loans, bridge loans, portfolio. What's your question? What are the closing cost percentage in terms of California with the pay stubs? Closing costs are probably, it depends on the size of the loan. Closing costs are usually going to probably be about 2%, maybe 3%. So great question. Good to see you. Looking to purchase mixed-use property in Brooklyn. I want to use a reverse purchase. Great question. Thank you for watching the show tonight. Well, you actually know what a reverse purchase is. That's awesome. I can tell you're watching the show. You're learning. So yes, the key to a reverse purchase, if you guys don't know what that is, that's where you can buy a commercial property with 100% financing. It's no money down, and the seller will carry a second note, and then you can get 100% financing. So it's a great program. The key to that deal, to getting zero down on a commercial loan, is you have to get the seller to agree to carry the second note. The seller has to agree to carry the second note. If the seller doesn't agree to it, then there's no deal on a reverse purchase. That's the key to that loan. It's a bridge loan just to have you purchase the property, and then you would refinance later to a different loan program. But you have to do that on that product, okay? That's a great question, though. I hope that you get it. The first thing is hash out the deal with the seller. Make sure the seller wants to carry a second note for 50%. If he doesn't want to do it, then there's not really any deal that you can do. So, but that's a great question. Like I said earlier, though, huge announcement, guys. FHA down to a 620 credit score. VA down to a 620 credit score. USDA down to a 620 credit score. I can get you guys funded nationwide with government programs down to a 620 credit score, with the exception of Maryland. So if you're in any of those states, from Hawaii to New York and everything in between, we can do government loans down to a 620 credit score and get a low interest rate. Interest rates are starting in the low 3% range for a government loan. So it's an awesome, awesome opportunity. Hi, Angelo. Can you please talk about bank statement loans? Yes. Hey, thank you, Ender. Thank you for reaching out tonight. What's up? So bank statement loans, those are for self-employed people. If you're self-employed and you're watching this, or you know someone that's self-employed and they're having a hard time getting a loan, you don't need any tax returns to get a self-employed bank statement loan. It's a non-QM loan, a non-qualified mortgage, and you show us the last 12 months of bank statements, okay, and we use that to determine your income. So let's say you deposit in your bank account $10,000 a month, then we give you credit for $10,000 of deposits. And then the underwriter will normally do like expense, say that you have 50% expense ratio on your bank statements, and that's how they determine what you qualify for. I don't need any W-2s, no pay stubs, no tax returns. You give me 12 months of bank statements, and then you're home. We go down to a 640 credit score with that program. Now the down payments are starting at 10% down. We can go up to a $3 million loan amount, guys, up to $3 million loan. And then, like I said, there's no PMI. Taxes and insurance are required on that loan. It's a 30-year fixed loan. You could do it nationwide with the exception on that program of New York and Maryland. So you can do it everywhere else except New York and Maryland. And you can buy, you can refinance, you can do investment cash out, all different types of programs, but you don't need tax returns. So no tax returns, no W-2s, no pay stubs, just 12 months of bank statements, and then you can buy your home, okay? Or you could refinance, okay? So it's a great program because a lot of banks, they'll deny you if you don't have tax returns, guys. And we're not going to deny you if you don't have tax returns. We'll try to figure out how to get you the funding. Hey, Slash, private lender for people who can't get... No, hey, Slash, we actually do both types of loans. Slash, we do regular bank loans, like FHA, VA, conventional, jumbo, HELOC. We have those loan programs if you're trying to get a jumbo loan or a HELOC loan or a line of credit. We have those programs. Oh, what are you saying? Mid-M? What? So we have those type of loans, bank loans, and then we have private loans. So we have two different types of funding. Bank loans and then private loans. So you can do private commercial like no-doc loans, or you can get a bank loan because not everyone qualifies for a bank. You're still working with Fortress? Cool, Valor. Yeah, they're a great company. They'll take great care of you. If you guys need help with your credit, hit up Fortress. They're great people. They work really hard. They try to help people with their credit. Fortress is really good and very on the spot about helping people with their credit. So really, really important thing. So another thing that's really, really big right now, in addition to the FHA lowering their credit scores, is that interest rates have somewhat lowered a little bit the last week. Remember that in the beginning of February, interest rates went up really high. And now interest rates have started to come back down a little bit. So we're hoping that rates will stay somewhat, low, and I hope that they go back down. So if you're trying to get, a loan right now, interest rates are really, really low right now. You're welcome, Slash. Thank you. So with rates really low, this is a great time to lock in your interest rate to be able to purchase a home or refinance. It's a great time. So, yes, Howard. Yes. Hey, Howard. How are you? Yes, we do triple net loans. So if you're looking for like a triple net NNN, we do those type of loans too. We also do commercial loans. We do SBA loans. Hey, what's this? Hey, I was looking to purchase a mixed-use property. Okay. FHA, mixed-use property in Brooklyn. If the max loan amount is 1.5, then we'd have to go to a different program. We have to look at doing a different program. So we have different programs. We have private loans. We have commercial loans. So we could look at doing a commercial loan for you. So, hey Tiffany, can a ongoing monthly monetary wire transfer? No, probably not the wire transfer, Tiffany. It's a good question. I wish. If you're not, it'd have to be. Well, I have to see what it's for. Let me take that back. I have to see what the wire transfer's for, and if you could prove it for 12 months. It's possible that we could use it, but I'd have to know more information about that. It's going to be. I will say it's not going to be easy to prove. It could be somewhat challenging to prove. Hey Michelle, how are you? And become an MLO. Would like to join your team. Oh, hey, cool. Oh, you're in California. Awesome. Thank you for. I'm glad you brought up being a loan officer. So we are hiring. We always are looking for great people to expand and grow our company. Mortgage loan officer. We have a top producing real estate university platform. Thank you for reaching out. I appreciate that. So yeah, we have our real estate university platform. Hit me up and I can connect you with our real estate university. And we're always looking for great loan officers, loan processors, underwriters. So we're always looking to hire and add great people to our team. Real estate's $1 trillion industry where most millionaires are made. A lot of millionaires are made in real estate. You can make a lot of money, and top producing loan officers can make 6 and 7 figures. Loan processors, 6 figures. Underwriters, high 6 figures. It's a great industry. We have opportunities to help people promote to own their own branch one day. First-time buyer credit for bank statement loan. No, I wish there was a first-time buyer. You can get closing costs though. Stimulus could turn into. No, the stimulus unfortunately cannot be used as income, but it can be used towards your down payment or your closing costs. Those are great questions though. I wish there was first-time buyer credits for self-employed. You're welcome, Ender. It's not. And guys, one thing I want to let you know, that the information that I'm giving you, these are not like Angelo's rules. These are rules in the marketplace. Like first-time buyer, self-employed. Like I don't make the market. You guys have to know. Like I'm not making markets. Those are trillion dollar, billion dollar industries. I'm giving you the information that's out there, right? I wish I made all the markets and said, hey, Ender, you can get first-time buyer, 0 down, self-employed bank statement loan. One day it might be here. And if it is, we'll give it to you, I promise you. But it just depends on what's in the marketplace, right? So, we try, one thing I will tell you, what we try really hard to do is find every program there is, or try to make that program if we can, to make a market. We try to make a market for you guys so we can get you the best loans. Okay, because there's a lot of lenders, they just have 1 or 2 programs, and if they don't want to help or do, hey Angelo, can I buy a 4-unit? Yes, you can buy a 4-unit first-time buyer. Absolutely, that's the FHA. And I did a podcast on that recently. Pam Brandon, can you get a VA mortgage loan where you can get them? Yes, you can get, Pam, great question. VA does modular home, 0 down, 100% financing with the VA. Great question, Pam. You can also get all your closing costs included as well. Hey, Bonnie, how are you, hon? Thank you for coming in tonight. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Yes. Thank you for chiming in, Bonnie. That's great. Good to hear from you. So, but yes, I did a whole video. What is a person given a loan in the home they intend to buy? Great question. If the house has more value, can I use techniques and get my son's score from 500? Yes, we can either show you either through our credit software how to get his score up, or have Fortress Credit work on boosting up his credit score. Yeah, I've helped many people get their credit from 500 to 700. All right, I've done myself personally. One time I had a 400 credit score, and now my credit score is 770. One of the things I always say is don't look at where you are, where you want to go. Don't focus on today, focus on the future. You have big dreams, big goals, and don't let people tell you can't do something. It's not true. You can do whatever you want, but you have to get to work. I will tell you, you have to get to work, right? You have to be a hustler, you have to be a grinder, you have to work. You can't mess around if you want to accomplish big things. You can go from a 500 to a 700, but it's going to take work. I promise you. It can happen though. So great question though. But then what was the other? I think someone else had some other question that just came up. So what was that? VA, yes, modular homes. You can definitely do that. No problem. You can get a VA loan, 100% financing, modular. Oh, I did a podcast on using the FHA to create cash flow. You can do FHA first-time buyer multifamily. You can buy up to a 4-unit, live in one of the units, and then have the other 3 units pay your mortgage. I did a whole video breakdown, a whole presentation, that if you buy a multifamily, a 4-unit property, you only have to put 3.5% down. And you can get an FHA loan, only 3.5% down, and then you can even get your closing costs included. We don't do, I wish we did, one day / we will offer credit cards for our clients, one day. We don't right now, but we will one day. That's a great thing. We will offer that. I promise one day we will do that. So, but anyway, the FHA is a really, really cool program because you can use it for multifamily. You don't need 20% down, and then you can have your tenants Let's say you want to buy in Austin, Texas, for example, or San Diego, $800,000 multifamily 4-unit, and you can have your tenants, you can charge them $2,000 a month rent for 3 tenants, and they'll pay your mortgage for you. Okay? And you only have to put 3.5% down. It's crazy. It's awesome. I love it. Oh, great question. I love 5-year. My 5-year goals is to really, for the company, is to take it to a $10 billion in revenue. So that's my 5-year goal. Open up, another 100 locations, help my team to expand and grow, service 1 million customers, help my clients, try, achieve their goals, get financing, right? If I can serve another 1 million clients in the next 5 years, I'd be happier than anything. That on the business side, because what does that mean? That means more money for my team, more money for the company, more money for the people that we've helped to lend out, right? When you buy a house, you do a refinance, you get a loan, it helps you guys. Money fuels the world. Money is very, very powerful. People need money. People need a lot of money. You guys need a lot of money. So how long does it take? Underwriter approval. Great question, Terry. Underwriter approval takes anywhere from a few days to a few weeks, depending on the type of loan. Great question, Terry. That's a I like that question. How long does the underwriter approval take? Thank you for watching, Ange. I really appreciate you watching. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching the show. I hope you're getting good information off the show. I really appreciate you checking us out tonight. And, again, so that's a great question that you asked, though, Terry, because your pre-approval is different than your loan commitment. There's 2 different processes. Whenever you apply, you get your pre-approval. You just get your pre-approval to purchase the home. But then the underwriter reviews the loan and then will give you a loan commitment. And that loan commitment can take anywhere from a few days to a few weeks. And they do a deeper dive into your file. Okay, give me a call. Awesome. You have big ideas? Awesome. I love big ideas. Reach out to me. Call or text me at 832-431-6331. If you want to learn about Real Estate University, how to become a top producer MLO, you can check out Real Estate University online. The links are in the YouTube. Does the waive student loans get refinance affect the application review? No, not really. The student loans, no, here's what I will tell you about student loans. On government loans, if you're trying to get an FHA loan, they're going to use 1% of the balance of your student loans. If you have $100,000 in student loans, they multiply that by 1%, which is $1,000, and that has to go into your debt ratio. Now, what we tell our clients is if you give us an extended fixed payment plan, that'll usually be lower than 1%, and then that way you can lower your debt to income ratio. Okay? So it's a great thing that I recommend if you're trying to get an FHA loan, don't do the 1% multiplier for your student loans. Apply for an extended fixed payment plan to lower your debt to income ratio. That's my advice to you guys. Now, if you're doing conventional loan, you don't have to do that. Conventional loan, you can either get them deferred for a year. You can get the student loans deferred for a year outside of the closing, or just get them to quote a payment, whatever that income-based payment is, and have them put that on your credit. If it's, let's say you have $100,000 in student loans and the payment's $30 a month, we can use that $30 a month payment to qualify you for a conventional loan. So it's really, really cool because conventional loans have a lot more leniency on student loans than government loans. I don't agree with FHA's decision on student loans. I do not agree with that because it doesn't make any sense to me. Because some people, they took out a lot of student loans and then now they can't get their house. And that doesn't make sense to me. Can you speak on, hey Karen, hey Karan, seller concessions? Yeah, I mean, seller concessions, what that means is that when you buy, that's only when you buy a house, guys, when you buy a property, or commercial property. The seller concessions, you're welcome, Mid. Thank you for checking us out. Thank you. Seller concessions mean that's what the seller's going to pay for your closing cost. And when you say 3% seller concessions, let's say that the property is $300,000 and you ask for 3% back for closing, that's $9,000 for closing costs that the seller's going to pay for your closing costs. Now, a lot of times, especially right now when we're shooting this video, Sellers are not really looking to pay people's closing costs right now, guys. The market's too hot. When you have a hot market, the seller doesn't want to pay people's closing costs. Now, what you can do, and I'm not saying they're not going to do it, but I'm saying a lot of times they don't want to do it. Every market's different, but generally right now they're not doing it. So the other option that you can do is you can roll the closing costs into the loan. And what I mean by that is instead of paying $300,000 for the house, you take the price to $309,000 and then you finance the closing into the loan. Okay? So that way you don't have to pay out of pocket for it and the seller doesn't have to pay out of pocket for it. You see? That's one of the things that we do here differently in my company. In my company, we do that. A lot of lenders don't want to do that. All right? But we do it to help you guys to reduce your out of pocket because it can get expensive when buying a house. Let me tell you, if you haven't bought a house, I mean, it takes a lot of money up front. You got down payment, you got closing costs, you got furniture, you got to move, you got utilities, you got all this stuff, and you need money to be able to do that. So put those closing costs into the loan so it reduces your out of pocket. That's my thinking on it, So is it possible to purchase investment HA? Okay, great question. It is possible in a normal market to do an HA loan with rehab, but through COVID, because of COVID, they suspended a lot of the FHA rehab loans. So right now, it's not available, but that could be available later this year where you could do an FHA rehab loan. So the other option is just to do a bridge loan, like an investor fix and flip loan, and then do fix to rent, purchase the property, rehab it, get the money to rehab it, and then refinance it to a permanent loan after the property is completed. So that's the solution right now until the FHA rehab program comes back. Because I actually, I was a fan of the FHA rehab loan. I actually liked it, but they got rid of it because of COVID. They suspended that program. And I thought it was a great program, You can buy a house with FHA and then fix it up. Thank you. I appreciate you for watching the show. Thank you so much appreciate you guys for all your support. Always give us a thumbs up. Help us any way you can. Spread the message. Spread the word. Anyone that's looking to get funding for a mortgage across the country, call or text Angelo Christian Financial, 832-431-6331. We want to be your lender, guys. We want to be your lender for your home, your business. We do SBA loans, business loans, commercial loans, hard money loans, multifamily loans, no-doc loans, all different types of funding that we can do. So we definitely want to hook you up and get you the best loan that we can to refinance you. So the other thing that's also really important right now, you're welcome. Thank you for checking us out, Mike. I appreciate you for coming on the show tonight. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to hit us up. We work really hard. We try to help as many people as we can. We're not perfect, and I'll never admit that I'm perfect. I make a lot of mistakes, but I try always to help people the best that I can, and try to make myself available to do things. So, but the other thing that is also really big that I'm seeing right now that's in the marketplace is that I hear a lot of people talking about that the market's going to crash. I keep seeing this all over on the media that they think the market's going to crash, and I don't know if they do it to get views or publicity, but I don't know where's the data. Well, I mean, I'm just curious to why do people think the market's going to crash? Do you think the market's going to crash? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who knows that if the market's going to crash. I don't necessarily believe just because a bunch of people say it on YouTube or social media that the market's going to actually crash. It's going to take an awful lot, and I don't know what would cause it. So I don't necessarily know or believe that the market's going to actually crash. I think the economy is doing good. We're coming out of hey, Nevin, what's up? It depends, Nevin. Like I said earlier, it's a good question. How long does it take? It depends on the type of loan. It can take a few days to a week, 5 to 7 working days on some loans if they're more complicated. Bank statement loans can take 5 to 8 working days. It just depends on the type of loan, what's going on. And then another thing too is, now, when did you send all your paperwork in? Because, like, let's say in the beginning you sent one document, and then 3 days later you sent two more documents, and in your mind you're starting the date you sent the first document, and that's not how it works with the lender. The lender starts it when he has everything in the file. We do have a ton of videos on how to build your credit. Absolutely. If you watch all the videos on my channel, we have probably over 100 videos on how to boost up your credit score, literally, and it's all legit stuff. Okay, so but the thing is, sustainable renewables all across the board. I agree with you. Renewables, but my thing is, I think America is one of the greatest countries in the world, and I believe in America, and I think that we're going to be very strong. And again, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if a crash is going to come. I hope not. Because they're tough to live through. I lived through the crash in '08, and it sucked. And so I don't want to have people go back to that. So the FHA rehab loan was almost closed when COVID hit. Oh, I'm sorry about that, man, that happened to you. I know. COVID's messed up a lot of stuff, guys. It has, and I just want to get over it and move on. COVID has been ridiculous. First lien HELOC. Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, great question. Yeah, first lien HELOC. That's a great program that we offer, guys. We have a loan. It's not even a mortgage. You are buffering. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm buffering. What does that mean? I'm buffering. So first lien HELOC is one of my favorite loan programs. I love that product. You can call us anytime, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 832-431-6339, or you can text that number too. Call or text our number right there. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. First lien HELOC is an awesome program. There's no mortgage. Your whole loan is a line of credit, and there's only your first loan. And it's interest only, no PMI, no escrows. Interest rates start at 4.5%. We can go up to a $1.5 million loan, up to 90% loan to value. You use your house like a credit card, like a revolving credit card. So you have no mortgage. Awesome program. We offer it, guys. Call me if you want a first lien HELOC. Great program. One of my favorite loans. Call or text me at 832-431-6331. I love the first lien HELOC. One of my favorite loan programs. Okay? So great question. You got it. I think everybody, well, not everybody. I think a lot of people. Oh, okay. Great question. Why is the credit score? The channel's buffering? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's buffering. I can see you fine. I can see you guys fine. I'm not sure. I'm coming through. I can see myself okay. But okay. Why is your credit report different than the bank's credit report? That's your question. Because the bank's credit is up to date. It's real time. It's more thorough. The online credit reports like Credit Karma, annual credit report, it is not. Listen, Slash, I love Bitcoin and I actually own some Bitcoin, but we don't accept it as a form of payment. We will one day probably. I love Bitcoin though. I think it's a great thing. I bought some in 2017. I was lucky. I went to a Bitcoin mastermind and bought some at the time, and I paid about $10,000 for it, maybe right around 10,000, 10,500, something like that. I bought some. I know I didn't buy much, but anyway, I wish we accepted Bitcoin. We don't right now, but I think it's a cool product. But your credit report's different because Experian, TransUnion, MyFICO, Annual Credit, and then Credit Karma, they're not the 100% same. They're a little bit different. Okay, so they're not real time. They don't really capture all the data, all your trade lines, and the module that they use is not 100% accurate. That feeds into Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, but the lender's credit is going to be very much more accurate. And guys, I don't make those rules. Okay, so don't be mad at me if your score came back different. I didn't do it. I promise you. I didn't do it. Okay, It's the credit bureaus and everything. Oh, you see me fine, cool. Thank you. So I promise you, if your score came back different on my credit report, I didn't do it to you. I know a lot of people think that I'm a Wizard of Oz and I'm doing things. It's just how it happens, and we'd have to work through it. The bottom line is that what I think and what's important in life that I've learned as I've gotten older or wiser, whatever you want to say, is that it doesn't matter what happens to you. What matters is how you respond and how you deal with it, right? So, for example, I recently, about a month ago, I got a letter in the mail saying that a medical collection was going on my credit. And I didn't know anything about it. And they said that they sent me a letter a year and a half ago about a collection for medical. And I thought it was complete BS. And it was a $650 medical collection that went on my credit. And the first thing I could have done is, blame the medical company, blame the collection agency, or I could just take responsibility for it, deal with it. And so that's what I did. I called them and said, hey, is this my collection? And can you show me where it's mine? And she said, yeah, you did an MRI a year and a half ago, and I guess your insurance company didn't take care of it. And it's like, well, I never got the letter. So I said, that's fine. I'll go ahead and pay it. As long as you give me a deletion letter, then I'll pay you the money. I'll pay you the full amount, but I want it deleted. And they went ahead and did that, and they deleted it. So I took responsibility. Okay, I will help you get your credit up. We will do that. I mean, that's the thing, guys. Like, if your credit's not where it needs to be, we can help you to get your score up. But you got to work. Okay, the thing is that we work on things together. We're a team to help you to accomplish your loan goal. For you to close on your loan, for you to buy your house, we're a team. We work together, right? We work together as a team. So in order to work together as a team, I need you to help me to get your score up. If your score is not where it needs to be, we have to work together to get your credit score up. Okay, so when we will do that, we'll run a booster on you, run a simulator to help you to get your credit score up. But you have to help us to do the work. Yeah, we'll help you. But you have to have faith, man. You have to believe, have faith, and then get to work. That's what it's about. We want to help you guys. We want to do the right thing. And sometimes it's tough. I know. And some of you guys, some of you guys got really good credit. Some of you guys don't have the greatest credit. Well, we'll work through it as long as you don't give up. That's the main thing. Don't ever give up. Whatever you're trying to do in life, you just can't give up. You have to keep going. And sometimes it's going to be a tough road. Sometimes it's going to be really hard. It's going to be an uphill battle. And you're not going to like how things are looking. But you just have to keep going. That's what Steve Harvey always talks about. One of my people I really like a lot is Steve Harvey. And he talks about, how hard his life was. And, it took him 30, 40 years to build his life. And it's going to take that time to do that. It's taken me almost 20 years to get where I'm at with my mortgage company, with my business. It's going to take time, guys, to do whatever you want to do. But the thing is, you just can't give up. And whatever you're trying to do, you have to keep pushing every single day, keep striving for whatever you're trying to accomplish. And I do believe that, So, but great questions tonight. I mean, I really liked everything that you guys have asked me in terms of all these different, questions with finance. Now, one of the things I wanted to go back to, someone was talking about Real Estate University becoming a top producing loan officer. If you guys are out there and you want to join our company, send me your resume. You can email me your resume to Angelo@chihomeloans.com. Angelo@chihomeloans.com. We're always looking to hire great people. We're looking to hire great loan processors, loan officers, loan officer assistants, underwriters. How much income has to be on the able for in New York, $500,000 home, Nevin? You have to make at least probably $90,000 of income. Awesome. Reach out to us. Thank you, Kenneth. I appreciate you for reaching out, Kenneth. Hope you're doing well. We'd love to work with you. Thank you, Valerie. Yes. I appreciate you. Stay strong, honey. We love you. Keep going. Keep pushing. Never back down. Never give up. And you'll get your dream, whatever that is. You have to fight every day. You've seen it in America. You know all the stories about great people that you've witnessed. Look at Martin Luther King. Look at Malcolm X. I mean, all these people that have worked and they changed the world. You can never give up. You can never change. You can never surrender. You have to keep pushing for what you want to do. And so that's so powerful because that you fight for what you believe in. Whether you're trying to buy a house or fix your credit or change the world. That's what I say. And that's what I believe. So, but yeah. Hey, Kenneth. Yes, we'll reach out to you as soon as possible, Kenneth. Yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate you for calling us and reaching out. We definitely want to work with you and do business with you in any endeavor. But then going back to, we will. Okay, you got it, Kenneth. So going back to, if you guys are looking to get into the real estate industry, we are looking to hire great people. Your income is $50,000. I'm sorry about that, Nevin. I missed that. I apologize. $50,000, you can go up to about $250,000 to $300,000, Nevin, to buy a home. $250,000 to $300,000 to purchase a home with $50,000 in income, somewhere over there. Now, if you buy a multifamily, you could potentially go higher, maybe $350,000, $400,000 for a multifamily. Depends. Okay, but for a single family, probably around $250,000 or so, maybe a little higher, maybe a little less. Somewhere in that range. Hey, Steven, what's up? The What If Simulator, a lot of banks don't use it. A lot of banks, I will tell you, whatever your credit score is, that's what you stay with. Thank you, Soldier Boy. Appreciate that. Whatever credit score you have is what you stay with. Most banks won't do a rescore on you. We do them. We'll run the what if and then help you to boost your score up. And it makes a big difference, guys. If you go from a 580 to a 740, whoo, that's a big difference. You're talking about lowering your interest rate by 2%. That's a big difference, guys. Huge difference. Okay? But anyway, yeah, I want to go back to the loan officer piece because if you guys are out there trying to learn more about this business, we built an online university called Real Estate University Online. How much income for disability? You have to show probably for $180,000, $200,000 a house, probably about $4,000 a month, $4,000 a month income to buy about a $200,000 home. That's about right. Great question though. So we have Real Estate University. It's a top producing university. It's not to get your license. It's just to learn how to become a top producer. And then once you graduate and get your certificate, you can either potentially come work for me or go work for another company. But we are always looking for great people, guys. Great loan officers, branch managers, sales managers, loan processors, loan officer assistants, underwriters. Send me your resume at angelo@chihomeloans.com. I'd love to hear from you. We're here in Houston, too. So we're a Texas-based lender. And in Texas, we have private money loans. We do hard money loans, construction loans, no-doc loans, ITIN loans. You can get an ITIN loan here in Texas. I can fund that, a tax ID loan if you have no Social Security, and I can fund that loan here in Texas, guys. Okay, no-doc loans, construction loans, investment properties, bridge loans, fix and flip loans. We have special private funding here in Texas for you. So if you're trying to get a property or loan here in Texas, we have some awesome private hard money loans for you Texans. If you're a Texan and you're watching this and you're trying to get a hard money loan, you need to call Angelo Christian. Call or text me at 832-431-6331. We have some of the best hard money programs in the state of Texas. So we have the ITIN loan. If you know anyone has a tax ID, they don't have a social, we can get you an ITIN Texas private money loan. Awesome program. So if you want to become a loan officer, hit us up about loan officer school. Form of unemployment, yes. So if you had unemployment, and I've had this question, hey Carol, 45,000. You could probably go up to 200 to 250, somewhere in there, Carol. 200 to 250 to buy a home in Ohio, something like that. Get a low rate, 30-year fixed around 3%. All right, what was your other question that you asked? Someone else asked another question. about, I think, what was it? It was a question. Okay, so you asked about purchasing with 45,000 income. What about loan for mobile home? Mobile home, yes. You could do mobile home or manufactured on conventional loan with only 5% down. Duplex you could do with FHA with 3.5% down, or VA with 0 down, or conventional with 5% down for a duplex. USDA you can actually do a duplex too. No money down, 100% financing. That's a really cool program that you can do with USDA. So I love that program. It's really, really good. I think that we answered the question about Real Estate University. If you want to become a top producer, check us out on Real Estate University. What else do we talk about? So I think there was another question that came up. I think I missed it. I'm sorry if I missed it. If you want to post it again, I'll answer it. I think something came up a few minutes ago. Oh, the form. I'm sorry. Yeah. Unemployment. Yeah. So if you had unemployment, right, then you would have received unemployment compensation. Now, the rule is that you have to be back to work now. And as long as you're back to work, we'll give you credit for your new job and the unemployment income that you had. You would have received stuff from your local workforce, either a direct deposit, a 1099 at the end of the year, bank statements, whatever you can show, either a 1099, direct deposit slips, bank statements to show the income that you receive for the unemployment. Now, you have to be back to work in order to use the unemployment income. So I want to make that clear. You can't buy a house just on unemployment today if you're on unemployment. You have to be back to work. So you have to give us new pay stubs for the new job. Yeah, 200,000. Yeah, somewhere around there, Carol. I mean, it could, somewhere in that range is realistic. Again, I got to look at your file, and I mean, it could be more or less, but somewhere over there. It's definitely not 100,000 and definitely not 500,000, but somewhere in that range, Carol. So, but yeah, those are really, really good questions. And then yes, the unemployment, you can use it, but it's in lieu of you being back to work. And as long as you're back to work, we can use your unemployment that you've received prior plus your current pay, and then you add those two together to give you a total income. Okay, so that's what we can do with unemployment compensation. But yeah, but you can't use unemployment compensation on its own and then you don't have a job. All right, so I want to make sure, because people have asked me that question. They're like, oh, I'm on unemployment. I thought you said I can get a loan. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you had unemployment, we can use it in addition to the income that you have today. So I hope that was clear. That's one thing that I know that I have to do a better job at explaining, because not everyone understands things the same way. Like in my head, I say, well, I understand it, I get it, but trying to explain that, I try, and I appreciate if, I'm trying to do better to explain things so everybody can understand. But everybody understands things differently. So, but it's a good question, and I hope that I answered that right. I don't know if I did. So sorry if I didn't, but I'll try to do my best, and that's what I'll do. So don't forget, guys, we are going to be giving away a $100 Amazon gift card. I'm going to be asking a question here, and whoever answers that question first is going to get the $100 gift card. All you have to do is put the answer in fast. So you should get ready by your keyboard or your phone or wherever you're going to answer, because I'm going to ask you a question, and whoever answers that question first is going to get the $100 gift card to Amazon. Everyone uses Amazon, hopefully, that watches this. It's cool because you get anything you want on Amazon. And it's a free $100. I mean, everyone wants $100, right? Who doesn't want a free $100? So that's one of the cool things you get for watching our show, watching our channel, and you get to learn something. You learn a lot of stuff, and you get to talk with me and hang out. We get to chat. We get to talk. So anyway, so those are the main things that I'm seeing right now in the marketplace that we talked about. I don't think the market's crashed, and I think we got a strong market. The vaccine's coming out. Things are opening up. Let's move on from COVID. Do your best. Always do your best. Push yourself. I believe in pushing yourself to the limit as far as you can to strive and grow. Don't give up. Don't back down. Right? These are important things in life. We talked about the first lien HELOC. That's a great program. We do jumbo loans. We do FHA, VA, USDA, conventional, hard money loans, commercial loans. If you're here in Texas, we want to be your only Texas hard money lender. We're the premier Texas hard money lender. Call or text my office at 832-431-6331. We want to help you to get you the best funding that we can with Angelo Christian. How much the loan if the income is $53,000? Possibly. It's possible $300,000. That's going to be the upper limit though. Okay? That's going to be possibly $300,000. You know, you're going to be between $250,000 to $300,000. You know, now we may need to look at, you know, what your total debt ratio is, what your total back-end debt ratio is with everything. But it could be 250, 270, 280, 300. Somewhere in there is where you're going to qualify for based on your other debts that you have, based on your credit, right? These things matter. They look at all this stuff. Oh, thank you, Ender. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Thank you. That really means a lot to me. I really appreciate you watching the channel and the show. We really, you know, like I said, we really try. I'm not the best person. You know, I try. I do make mistakes, you know, but I do try to help people in any capacity that I can with loans or inspiration, motivation. I try to help my team, everybody that I can in my life. You know, I'm trying to be a better father, better husband. You know, I got to work on a lot of stuff. I got a lot of faults. I will tell you, I do try though. So, but I appreciate all your support, everybody watching the channel and the show, and you know, we really do try to do everything we can to help people, to give them the capital, give them the resources, the money, to be able to accomplish their goals. You know, by me giving you a loan, that makes your life better. You can do stuff. You know, you can fix your house, you can pay off your debt, you can go on a vacation, you can enjoy your new home, right? So that's what we're happy about, what we pride ourselves on. So I really appreciate all you guys tuning in and watching the channel. So now get ready to win the Amazon gift card. So the test question is, and whoever answers it first is going to get the $100 Amazon gift card. So here it goes. Oh yes, reach out to us. We have gas station loans, Ashraf. We have commercial loans. We have all types of loans. Like I said, call or text me 832-431-6331. We have gas station loan programs. We do SBA loans. We have a whole commercial division that does SBA. So the test question is, guys, what is the new credit score for FHA? Answer. Whoever answers that first gets the $100 Amazon gift card. What is the new credit score? You got it! All right! All right! You got it, yes! Ange Haasboss got it first. Ange Haasboss got it first. 620 credit score. You got it. Oh, somebody missed it. Who else? Tracy, Valerie. Oh, it used to be 640, Valerie. Now it's 620. Okay? So Ange Haasboss won the $100 gift card. So she answered first, so she gets the $100 gift card. So send us text us your email. Kim, you're a little bit late to the party, Kim. So you came a little, just a little bit late. So yes, the new credit score. Yes, at 620. That's right. You guys were listening. You learned. No, not 680, Navin. Not 680. 620. 620 is the new score for FHA. 748. No, it's not 748. It's 620 is the new credit score for FHA. So you guys are learning. I'm teaching you guys stuff. Yes, thank you. Yes, she gets a $100 gift card to Amazon. So she was smart. She paid attention. Text us your email, and our office will email you your gift card tomorrow. Yes, she did good. Every Thursday. Hey, Shirley, how are you, honey? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So every Thursday. No, it's not 420 / No, not 420 for FHA. So it won't be like that for a while, bud. So 620 is the new score for FHA. So great question. And you won the gift card. Every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, we're giving away an Amazon gift card. So we'll be back next Thursday, 7 p.m. Tune in. for Angelo Christian Live. Ask me any questions that you want. I really appreciate you all reaching out to me tonight and tuning in to learn about finance. Remember, every week we'll be here. We'll be back with you guys again next Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. Congratulations, Ange House Boss. You won the $100 gift card. I hope you guys got value out of our show tonight. Take care. Peace out. Remember, call or text me if you need help. 832-431-6331. We love you guys. Take care. Be strong. See you next Thursday, 7 p.m.